I'm an artist, damn it, I'm sensitive. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, coming to you with your no frills, the voice commentary from a singer. And what a night it was watching The Voice. Tonight, the fight to go live starts with the knockout rounds. The contestants are back in the ring and get to choose their own song to show who they think they are as an artist. This season, they also have to watch each other rehearse for the first time in Voice history. Each coach also has one steal, and there's also no mentor for this round, which is very different, and they didn't even bother to mention it or say anything about it. They just like totally ignored it, just boom. So let me tell you what happened. We started out with Team Alicia. It was Chris Blue versus Quizz, Swanigan, and what a way to start it out. Oh my God. Oh my God! Chris was doing Superstition by Stevie Wonder, and Alicia told him in rehearsal that it felt good, but didn't want him to get lost in the music. Everything was so loud, and for that song, everything is always the horns and everything is gone, and you're like trying to sing. Oh, trust me, I do it almost every week. So she broke it down a little in the second verse to showcase his voice more. Quizz was doing Chains by Jonas, and Alicia pulled a funny and dropped the mic really low when it was his turn to perform. I was like, oh my God. He was like, I'm not that short. It was really cute. You know, just a moment. I really enjoyed that. Alicia gave him like some alternate notes to bring out his higher range for his song during rehearsal. And on stage, Chris got the crowd amped up quickly, you know, get your hands together, and had this stalker energy, checking the crowd, you know, looking around. He pulled a few hop steps out, and then his vocal was really on point. He had energy and passion, brought the sexy when they got to the breakdown. Kind of reminded me of like Usher. His energy was just off the chain, and he was preaching some good stuff. I was like, go on and sing, boy. Really excellent vocals. And then the big falsetto notes just had me chilled. It just chills. I was just like, oh my God. All the coaches stood for him. Quizz looked a little nervous before he started, but came in strong and also did a little stalking of the stage while totally bringing a wonderful sound, and I was really feeling this melody for him. He did a few little spins, and his lower range was a little light, but he has such a great stage presence and feel for theatricality. He fell to his knees at one point, you know, and kind of pumped the stage with his fists, and this was really good also. I like that he bowed at the end and threw a little kiss to the audience. Very, like he's like a little stage showman. Gwen said Chris is everything that she loves, and she may be his biggest fan. She called Quizz adorable and magical also. Adam said Chris killed it and said Quizz had a superhuman response. Blake said Chris is going to win The Voice this year. Mark that. Alicia chose Chris, saying he tore the building up like the Incredible Hulk, and then Gwen chimed in to steal Quizz. Wait a minute, and y'all know what? I got all choked up all of a sudden. I was like, all right, little moisture coming to my eyes. I was starting to cry. I was like, oh my God. It was totally unexpected. I'm an artist, damn it. I'm sensitive. Next, it was TeamAdam with Autumn Turner versus Hanna Eyre. And Autumn was doing Respect by Aretha Franklin. And Adam's brows were kind of furrowed during her rehearsal. And he told her to dial back the growls. And also told her not to do to bend into the notes so much. Hanna was doing Bleeding Love by Leona. And Adam told her not to over-embellish and to formulate a good blueprint going in for what she wants to do. He also stressed to her to be sharp because she was going a little low on the notes. So he told her to think sharp so that she didn't go flat. And he stressed that she keep the song in the pocket. He was really stressed in the pocket. So on stage, Autumn came on with a strut and a good flirty attitude. Her voice sounded just a little thin for this song, but she did pull it off better when she threw in in her lower range. She had a nice purr going on. I really liked that. That fit really well. But as she got higher, it got thinner and it didn't work out as well. Again, I wrote in the upper parts, to me, it just sounded a little thin. She belted out that last note nicely though. Hanna was so concentrated as she started this out with a nice sound. She's just so adorable with such a clear, clean tone, and she was working hard to keep from smiling during the song. There were a few rough notes in there on the big swell up into her falsetto, but she ended this nicely. Blake called Hanna shocking and talked about her control and range and preferred her. Gwen was disappointed by Autumn's song choice and preferred Hanna, and Adam chose Hanna because she's so young and has so much potential. And if you think I have so much potential, please make sure to thumb up the commentary and let me know that you're enjoying it. I am rushing through this, y'all. I am flying through because it's going to be a long one. It's a lot of stuff happening, but I hope that you're enjoying it, and thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your thumbs. also for your comments. Next up was Team Gwen with Hunter Plake versus Johnny Gates. Hunter was doing I Wanna Know What Love Is by Foreigner, and Gwen told him that his notes get pinched when he holds out the notes and advised him not to tighten up, really get a good breath and don't tighten up. Johnny was doing Million Reasons by Lady Gaga, and Gwen talked to him about not feeling the lyrics as much when he gets into his higher notes. She was saying that as he gets higher, he's more concentrated on technique and really isn't giving the emotion to the lyrics that he needs to give them. On stage, Hunter kicked it off playing piano and purring into the mic. Loved his tone. It kind of reminded me of like old Wham ballads, and some of his pronunciation was really odd and nice too. He displayed a really nice tenderness on this throughout his range and had a nice little flip into his falsetto, but never blasted through on those high notes. He just kept it all very sweet and tender. Johnny is doing a song that I absolutely love. I've done a cover of it on my It's Our Anton channel. I'll probably post a link at the end of the video. Go check it out. He ditched the guitar and had some nice quirky movements, and that voice was just sailing through this, and he totally and easily nails those big notes. His sound on this was really engaging, and he's got something special. I was totally taken with this rendition. Adam called them so different and was amazed by Hunter. Blake said Johnny has a presence, but Hunter was his favorite. Alicia said there's an intimacy that Plake created and said Johnny has a strong vocal capacity and preferred Kim. And Gwen chose Hunter, which really surprised me, but she said it was due to his creativity and he really deserved to win this knockout. Next on the mic, we had TeamBlake with Casi Joy versus Felicia Temple. Oh Lord, here we go. Cassie did My Choice by Maren Morris, and Blake asked her why she threw in the yodel and thought it might be better if she hit the notes full out, because he said building up to the note, when she cracks it with the yodel, it takes away from the build. Felicia did My Heart Would Go On by Celine Dion, and Blake told her that she was running out of gas and told her to get a better breath. He also mentioned that her vibrato started going crazy as she began to run out of breath. On stage, Cassie played the guitar and came on pretty strong. She was so comfortable on stage and had the crowd on their feet singing along. I wish that the backing vocals weren't so prominent in her verses, but I was loving her edge and her sometimes cutesy little notes that she threw in. She had a little strain coming into that last chorus, but this song altogether was pretty solid. Felicia had a nice start with a little flutter in her voice, and she held those straight tones really well. She had her eyes closed a lot, but was sounding really good. Those high notes were nothing for her, and she was bringing the emotion and strong vocal production. She really has a strong voice. I mean, let's just face it. She was just on top of this all the way. Wonderful diva performance, I wrote. Alicia told Cassie she had great control and said Felicia gave her chills. Gwen said everyone should learn from Cassie's confidence and said she also had chills for Felicia. Adam said Felicia gets the Courage Award but still preferred Cassie. And Blake chose Casi Joy. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. But I kind of had a feeling Blake was going to choose the country girl no matter what happened. I'm so surprised though that Alicia didn't steal Felicia back. I was so upset with her. I was more upset with her than with Blake for the... Oh, let me tell you, this was just not good, y'all. I'm not feeling this at all. I'm really not. Adam said that it was like Felicia's climb Mount Everest, and Casi Joy still won. Tell me what you thought down in the comments. I know some people is hot about this, and I am not happy with it, but Felicia is already off The Voice. Okay, here we go. TeamAdam was up next. It was Johnny Hayes versus Josh West. Johnny Hayes did Statesboro Blues by the Allman Brothers Band, and Adam gave him a small note about enunciating one word and told him to use all four corners of the stage while he's performing. John West did Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas, and Adam told him not to be on 11 the whole time. So he gave him some places where he could come down and really wanted him to build the song. On stage, Johnny had me tapping my feet as he dragged that mic stand around the stage. He was working the stage like Adam advised him and just seemed very comfortable and natural. He was wailing away on several parts of the song, but I expected more out of the ending. I feel like he kind of ran out of gas and couldn't give us like the big flourishy ending, and he wasn't necessarily trying to end it nice and sweet and smooth. That would have been definite. It just kind of fell somewhere in between that I didn't think was, the whole thing was so great, and then it was just kind of petered out. Josh Josh and his background seemed a little out of sync as they started this, but the timbre of his voice is just so high. I was like, oh my God, I was ringing all up here, and this is when he started out before he even hit the big notes. He was stalking the stage and totally into the lyrics. He drop-kicked the air on the end of the chorus at one point and got Gwen all excited. This was exciting, and he was totally in his element, and I had chills during the big ending as he fell to his knees. I was like, go ahead on, boy. Just do your thing. Blake said it was fun to watch Johnny perform and called Josh Bruce Lee and preferred Josh. Alicia said she loved Johnny's energy and he would work the stage incredibly well, but loved how Josh didn't hold back. Gwen called Josh super impressive while saying Johnny is so natural and engaging. And Adam chose Josh West, talking about his pure, powerful, precise tone. And another really great person goes home, but Josh was just, he was, Anyway, tell me what you thought down in the comments. Did you think that was the right choice? Next, we had TeamAlicia with Ashley Levine versus Lily Passero. Ashley did Fancy by Reba McEntire, Bobby Gentry. Alicia stressed the lyric content as it goes by so fast and tried to help her tap into the emotion of the song. Lily did Tears Dry on Their Own by Amy Winehouse. And Alicia asked her how she relates to the song and told her to break down each line and relate it to her personally. She also told her she could be a little drunk on it and to simmer on it. So on stage, this was a very wordy song and I was losing some of the story, though Ashley was trying to spit out those lyrics. I liked her tone, especially in the lower area, and it was really smoky and I just was like, ooh yeah girl, talk to me. She was telling the story. It was just flying by so fast and I've never heard the song before, so it was a little frustrating. I could see that she was invested in the lyric and getting a little emotional, but I wasn't riding that ride with her because I wasn't getting the story. I wasn't getting the lyrics. I love the squalls on this, very, very nice. Lily didn't sound really like herself as she started this out and I was a little confused. She looked good. She sounded great in the upper parts of her range. It was taking some little getting used to, but I was liking what she was trying to do on stage. She has a great range, but sounded different in her lower and upper ranges. She sounded like a different person to me. Gwen called Ashley's voice familiar and said Lily really played the role, but preferred Ashley. Adam said Ashley has had incredible growth, but said Lily screams potential winner of the voice, and Blake preferred Lily also. Alicia chose Ashley because she wants to bring out the country soul mix for her, and Adam and then Blake chimed in to steal Lily, and Lily chose Adam because she liked the way he fought for her. And that kind of flew by for me tonight. I was like, oh my God, before we were already at the end. I was like, okay, I didn't realize that was the last battle of the night. Did you enjoy the show tonight? Tell me down in the comments. Also, would you have done anything different than the coaches? Let me know. Please let me know. Also, let me know down in the comments if you stuck around. Say stuck around down in the comments. This is Robert Anton, robertanton.com. I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate your thumbs. Make sure to spread this video around and to comment. Let me know what you think. Comment. I am out.